found a love for the outdoors when she began fly fishing. And today, she's sharing that passion with her friend Maddy during a ladies-only workshop at Tailwaters Fly Fishing Company.
My dad always describes it as like accelerate to a stop. So you're like nailing a hammer in the wall.
Okay.
And then you stop, and then right back.
To stop.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is a crash course for Erin in how to learn and teach simultaneously, which she'll also do as she helps Maddy prepare for their first hunt. But more importantly, it's a time for the girls to plug into the outdoor community and meet other women like them, including their mentor, Julie Rhodes.
Hey, ladies! Sorry, I'm running a little bit late, but that's the life of a huntress. Hi, Julie Rhodes. I'm founder of Diva Wow, Women Outdoors Worldwide. We're the largest women's only outdoor organization. I hunt 250 days a year, and one of my favorite things is bringing new women like Maddy and Erin. They are eager, and so am I.
There you go.
That was a little better, okay.
Yeah.
I like the way you keep smiling while you're doing it, so you're happy.
Yeah, I am enjoying this. I'm Maddy, and I met Erin through college friends. So when Erin approached me about doing this, I was kind of nervous, but I also was really excited. I think we're gonna have a lot of fun.
Now, one thing about fly fishing, if you can count to 2, you got it down.
It's true.
1, 2.
That's about it.
I'm almost a little relieved that we got to take some baby steps first before we really just jumped into the waders.
You're not ready for that?
I'm not ready, but I'm getting there. I definitely
Your
improved.
casting was looking pretty good.
Right? I was hoping you were watching me a little bit.
Of course I was. So I think what we learned today in the fly fishing clinic is so easy to apply to kind of what we're gonna learn in hunting, because this was more of the fundamentals. You know, we're gonna go through that with hunting too, where we learned gun safety, how to load the ammo. So I think this was like a perfect way to segue into that.
Our organization is only good as the next 2 girls that come in, like Maddy and Erin. So this is a good way to kind of break them in. I'm gonna give them a run for their money.
So next up for us is we're going to the range with Judy. How do you feel about that?
I'm really excited. After meeting her today, I feel like she's gonna be an awesome trainer, so.
Are you nervous?
A little nervous, just because, you know, it'll be my first time feeling that recoil and all the stuff we've talked about.
I think when I saw the gun come out and I saw that AR-15, I had this like huge pit in my stomach, and it wasn't until after I pulled the trigger the first time that it kind of relieved.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It's like you just have to go for it and see how it feels, and I know it won't be as scary as I imagine it in my head, so.
You're braver than I am.
Hey, I'm pretty brave.
Jasmine, so nice to meet you.
So nice to meet you too, Julie.
Thanks for coming out today.
Thank you for having me.
So I understand that your interest in firearms stems from self-defense, personal protection.
Yeah, and just to grow confidence in that area.
That's great. What we're gonna do, we're gonna actually take it back and start you out with the .22 caliber M&P.
Okay.
I want you to be able to learn the basics of shooting without the distraction of heavy recoil.
I'm ready. Let's do it.
A lot of times when people say they're an experienced shooter, you really don't know how experienced they are. So I wanted to get an idea of how comfortable Jasmine was with her gun handling skill, and then we transitioned to actually shooting .22 caliber, which is a great platform to start with, regardless of your ability level. So what we have here is an M&P 22 compact. And one of the reasons why I picked this for you is it's gonna look and shoot very similarly to a small gun that's suitable for concealed carry.
Okay.
I'd like you to show me how you would grip this firearm.
Like this.
Okay, not bad. All right, so I'm gonna make a couple of changes.
Please do.
First and foremost, it's always good to get as high up on the back of the gun as possible. And the reason being is if it's down low, it's gonna move more, it's gonna kick more. This is .22, it's not gonna kick. But as you move up to 9mm, 40, 45, you can shoot anything. But how you grip the gun is gonna help you control that recoil for every shot. Your support hand is gonna come around similarly to what you did, so your thumbs are gonna be pointed forward. This is really good for any sort of self-defense scenario, because if you don't have time to get a great sight picture, you can throw your thumbs towards the target, and that's gonna help get you there.
Okay.
So what I'll have you do is take a dry fire shot. I want you to get a feel for this trigger. See? Not too bad, right? Now, what did you see when you saw the sights? What happened as you pulled the trigger?
They moved.
Okay, the goal is to not have them move.
Okay.
Okay, so just let everything happen, okay?
Okay.
You ready to try it for real?
Sure.
All right, let's see where you are. Upper left corner.
I hit the board.
You did! See, that's not that small of a target.
Yeah.
You ready to do a couple more?
Yeah, I'm ready.
I know you can do a couple more.
I'm ready. So training with Julie today was very different from training with anyone I've ever trained with before. It's different when you get that undivided attention.
If you'll notice, all of your shots here are a little bit to the left, and that is classic for right-handed shooters. So basically, as you're squeezing the trigger at the last moment, you're going like this.
Right.
So you're doing a little bit of what we call shot anticipation.
Okay.
Slow and smooth. Oh, yes! Yeah! I love it! Exactly. That was exactly what you want to do.
Awesome.
Do you remember what you saw in your mind?
Yeah.
That's what you want to do every single time.
Okay.
What I love about what I'm seeing here is you're totally self-correcting. So you're feeling yourself start to pull the trigger and dip it down a little bit, and you're like, nope, reset, gotta do it right. And look at that, they're all in the center. And now I want you to apply the same techniques of trigger control, but for personal defense reasons, you may need to make a shot quickly. So we're just gonna up the speed a little bit, but we don't wanna compromise the hits on the target.
Okay.
How did it feel?
Felt good.
You're like, blaze it away. So your first 2 shots are high, but everything else is either on the red or right in that next center. So that's fantastic.
Awesome.
I think you're ready to shoot 9mm.
I'm ready.
All
Let's
right.
do it.
So of course there are a lot of women that are in the gun industry already, but there are also a lot of women out there who may not necessarily think about competition.
Right, especially being in the job that I'm in, I have to be of a competitive nature. I really think that as far as hobbies are concerned, shooting competitively, it's one of the more accessible ones. It's not a closed off world that's hard to get into at all. Everyone's very welcoming, especially with women.
Right, no, that's exactly what I found in my experiences too. Just people want you there.
Yeah, my first competition, it'll definitely be intimidating. The mental aspect of it wasn't something that I was really anticipating prior to going on the show, but that feeling of accomplishment you get when you do something on your own, it raises your confidence.
I think you hit the nail on the head with the confidence piece, because I know certainly for me, and I've seen it happen for so many other women too, you really gain this confidence that, you know what, I'm here, I matter.
Yeah, and it makes you feel powerful. I've always been of the opinion, I didn't want to own a gun if I wasn't proficient at you being able to use it. And competition shooting, it's a fun way of practicing and becoming very effective at using that tool.
The good news is you have such great trainers that are going to help you out that you're going to be able to get up to speed, I think, a lot faster than you think. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
I think that it'll get easier the more I practice it, obviously. Those motions aren't quite fluid for me yet, but the more I practice, the better I'll get.
Well, we are so thrilled to have you, and of course Anna as well. I just have this vision of you guys just really exploding into this and enjoying it in a way that you never even anticipated.
Yeah.
And you anticipated it to be pretty fun.
I anticipate it to be pretty fun.
I think it's going to really reach beyond your wildest dreams.
I think so too.
You've shot a 9 before,
Yes.
but this is a little gun, and little guns tend to feel like they kick more. But ergonomically, it's gonna feel very similar to the MP22. Line up those sights, and slowly squeeze the trigger. Yes! I love it! Have you done that before?
No.
So do you see how training with a 22 to work on all those fundamentals, then you can translate everything from 22 to 9 and back and forth. You're in the red right off the bat.
Cool.
You want to shoot a little bit more?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
So when I took my first shot with the 9mm and it went in the red, it was super exciting. I completely surprised myself. I didn't expect it. The fact that it went where I wanted it to go was pretty awesome.
Did great. Go ahead and bench it. So this time I want you to kind of pick up the pace a little bit.
Okay.
So still get those good shots, but try to shoot a little bit faster. Same thing that we did with the 22. I love it. You did great. You had one squirrely one to the left there. That was kind of where you really felt that trigger jerk. But everything else, again, is all in the same spot. What I love about Jasmine is she came in rather timid, and she's leaving today with all sorts of confidence and proud, and she's ready to show those targets off, and that's just gonna continue to build through this process. You went from this
Yep.
to this.
Awesome.
What do you remember most about today's training?
So something I did always struggle with
Yes.
was my precision and my aim. And so I think you really helped me to kind of figure out why I was drifting. I think with more practice, I think it'll definitely come more natural to me.
So what's gonna happen now is basically I'm gonna give you a few things to work on.
Okay.
You're gonna meet with Autumn. She's gonna take you through some great skill training sets. And then I'm gonna meet up with you in a couple of weeks and we're gonna reset and see where you're at.
Awesome. Looking forward to it.
It's gonna be great.
Next time on Love at First Shot. You are officially halfway through your Love at First Shot experience.
I can't believe it.
Can you believe it? I know.
No.
Oh, look at that.
You are awesome.
We've got a lot of gear here, and a lot of it comes from Julie and Randy.
Yeah, they're like my fairy godmothers of shooting. Threat!